Welcome to the Raw Spotlight podcast, where we feature inspiring leaders in the B2B space and share their unique stories. Let's get started with the show.
Hi, welcome to the Raw Spotlight, where we explore leadership, entrepreneurship, and digital marketing. I'm Victor Huynh, CEO of Ready Artwork. On this special edition of the show, we'll take a look back at some of our favorite conversations from past episodes. It's brought to you by Ready Artwork, where we deliver uniquely tailored B2B digital marketing services to facilitate the long-term growth of your business. At Ready Artwork, we combine data-driven insights with innovative design to help your business thrive in the digital age. From SEO and digital advertising to web development and email marketing, we have experts who help companies uncover growth in unexplored and extraordinary ways. To learn more, visit readyartwork.com. Let Ready Artwork discover your full potential. Now, let's look back at some of the great conversations we've had in past episodes.
Well, right after college, I got accepted as a summer intern. And so, you're fresh, you're just out of college, you're excited to enter the world. And of course, that imposter syndrome sneaks in on you. I'm not focusing on product and mainly e-commerce. I'm focusing on a nonprofit organization. This is a big business. I mean, they have such a huge impact. They've been mentoring for so long. So it's like, am I able to do this? I was having those inner battles and challenges. And the more I did it, the more people I spoke with, the more I showed them my work, the more encouragement and good feedback I received. And I started to understand that you got this. It's just a learning process. And so I was able to overcome that imposter syndrome challenge. And I still have it here and there, but knowing that you are worth something and your work does mean something, and the impact you will be able to make will give you what you need to get through it.
There's really a combination of ways. So the number one thing I encourage everybody to do is sign up for the weekly City Manager update. That way, any kind of pertinent information, upcoming meetings, plans for projects, they can get all that stuff as we send it out weekly to the public. When we're actually talking about a specific park, we do a lot of outreach with all of our stakeholders. We go door to door and meet with the neighbors. We hold public meetings at our different commission levels and even city council. We post plans on the website and ask for survey responses. What I think is really important is we take that feedback and we actually use it to guide and design the project. So when kids are saying, hey, I think it'd be fun to have this kind of slide or this kind of feature, hey, let's go include that. That way we can actually go build something that members of the public actually had a hand in, and it was actually their idea. And I think what it's done is it's created a little bit more inclusivity, but maybe more importantly, ownership and pride.
So once again, similar to crisis, that the trust and transparency has to occur before an emergency happens. So when I first joined the very first public agency, there was a different mindset as far as we are government and these are the public, and there is a clear distinction as to who does what and how you talk to each other. And the previous agency I worked at, they had all the executive suite and the board members on the website, and it was all male, Caucasian, and older. And so if I, as a member of the public, saw that, there was a lot of a dialogue about the man being the government, right? And having that. And that's what people see as far as who are these decision makers. And people, so now the public thought is the government, they don't care for us. They, we're just a group of people that they can experiment with, etc. So I come in and I'm like, transparency has to happen.
Oh gosh, the biggest challenges, I guess, that I faced initially was probably when we started, because it was just me at first, when I started to get more and more work and was not able to fulfill it myself. And so taking that initial jump from 1 to, oh my gosh, how do I get an employee? Like what does this look like? Because, when you're in business, or when you start a company usually because the one thing, I know how to do the thing, and I can do the thing now for myself and, provide whatever additional service I want to do. But what you don't know how to do is you don't know how to do business. So it's very difficult. And so for me, that very first time of, oh my gosh, this feels really real now. I've got to hire somebody and then I have to manage them and I have to figure out from the business standpoint, what does that look like? Like, what do I have to do to hire somebody? So not a huge challenge now that I look back on it, but back then it was the first step of the extreme unknown.
Absolutely. There really is no real estate lending product like the 504 loan. So for example, on a $10 million, let's use $1 million to simplify this a bit, but on a $1 million building purchase, it benefits all parties involved because the business owner was only required to put 10% down on the purchase, which is unheard of in the lending arena. And the bank that we partner with finances 50% of the project, or $500,000, and they take a first trust deed lien position on the property. And then our firm, which is the actual SBA portion of the loan, finances the 40% piece, and we take a second position lien on the property, so $400,000. And it's a win-win for all because the borrower saves a ton of cash to be used for their business or other investments. And for us, our loan is 100% guaranteed by the government. And for the bank piece of the loan, they're at a 50% loan to value, which means the risk is minimized tremendously. So it's a great product also because the interest rate is always below market. The government ensures that the banks keep their loan terms favorable for the business, and there are regulations that the banks have to adhere to participate with us in the program. And the SBA loan is always below market as well. So it's kind of a product that will really sell itself as long as we educate the public and people know about it. There's a lot of business owners out there that have never heard of it, and they unfortunately either can't buy a building and have to continue renting, or they might have to put 30, 40, 50% down, which really depletes their capital needed for business growth.
Thanks for listening to the Raw Spotlight podcast. We'll see you again next time, and be sure to click subscribe to get future episodes.